The history of the Rains Entry Day. The Rains Entry Day is the first day where Buddhist monks dwell permanently at a suitable place throughout the rainy season, starting from the first day of the 8th waning moon until the 15th day of the 11th waxing moon, for a period of 3 months. Before the Lord Buddha legislated the rains retreat for the monks, they used to make a pilgrimage all throughout the cold, hot, and rainy seasons. This caused the inhabitants to criticize and find faults with the monks for having made a pilgrimage all throughout the cold, hot, and rainy seasons, causing so much damage to vegetation and killing of insects. The monks had heard about the people criticizing and finding faults with them, so they broached the subject with the Lord Buddha. The Lord Buddha considered the situation, then said to the monks, "Behold, monks, from now on we allow you to dwell in one place during the rainy season. There are 2 rain entry days. 1. Paramika, the first rains entry day. It means the day after the full moon day of Asalaha, a Buddhist holy day, which signifies the first rains entry day and falls on the first day of the 9th waning moon. 2. Pachimika, the last rains entry day. It means 1 month after the Asalaha day, which falls on the first day of the 9th waning moon. Once the rains entry day begins, the monks dwell in one place for the entire 3 months and cannot stay overnight anywhere. There are exceptions to this rule, which allows an overnight stay elsewhere. This is called Satta Galina, which means when there is a matter of necessity. A 7-day temporary stay elsewhere is allowed, as in the following example. There was once a lay devotee named Uktan. He had a temple built for the monks in the suburb of Gosol. At one point, he had a wish to offer alms, listen to Tamat, and meet with the monks. So he sent his assistant to request the monks present at his house. The assistant went to the monks with his request, but the monks did not come as invited because it was during the rains retreat, and they could not stay overnight elsewhere. The assistant returned to report the situation to the lay devotee. It caused him to criticize the monks. They did not come as requested, in spite of the fact that I am a lay devotee. I've built a temple and support the Sangha all along. The criticism had been relayed to the monks, so they told the Lord Buddha about it. For that reason, the Lord Buddha allowed an exception. When it is a matter of necessity, a temporary stay of 7 days elsewhere is allowed. There are 5 matters of necessity as follows. 1. A lay devotee wishes to offer alms and listen to the tamat, and send someone to make a request. The Lord Buddha made an allowance only when there was a request. Where there is no request, it is not considered an exception. 2. When a fellow monk or novice becomes ill, terribly anxious, having wrong view, risks committing a religious offense, and wants to purify himself according to the tamat discipline, this is considered an exception. 3. When a novice wishes to become an ordained monk and needs the presence of other monks. 4. A monk can visit his parents, siblings, or relatives when they become ill. 5. To perform the Sangha's business, such as finding building materials to fix a temple when it needs repair, or when an unexpected event occurs that does not allow a rains retreat to continue in the same place, the monks are allowed to forgo it and to stay elsewhere. Such events include 1. When a monk is disturbed by wild beasts. 2. When there is a robbery. 3. When there is a fire or flood at the temple. 4. When inhabitants are bothered by thieves and robbers and decide to move away, the monk is allowed to go with them. Or if the inhabitants are divided into 2 camps, he is allowed to go with the majority. But if the majority has no faith in Buddhism, he is allowed to go with the minority. 5. When there is a shortage of food or medicine, or lay individuals to support the Buddhist faith, the monk is allowed to leave. Six. When someone tries to tempt the monk to derobe by offering him land, wealth, and a daughter, he's allowed to leave that area. 7. When there is a possible division of the monks, or someone is trying to make it happen, or the division has already occurred, he's allowed to leave that situation. The place for the rains retreat should be conducive to tamat practice. For example, it should not be too far away from a community. It should not be too close to a community. It should have access to easy communication. It should not have a lot of people traffic during the day. It should be quiet and peaceful at night. It should be devoid of any disturbance. It should be out of the way. It should be a place conducive to monks who desire solitude and peace. The real purpose of the rains retreat is to allow the monks and novices more time to practice meditation. As lay devotees, we can determine the boundaries of our rains retreat by concentrating on the 7th base at the center of our body. Let's keep our mind still within its perimeter at all times, and we will attain true inner peace within this rains retreat.